USS Iowa, BB-61, the last titan of the battleship era. In the vast timeline of naval warfare, few warships have commanded awe, fear, and respect like the USS Iowa, BB-61. She was not just a battleship, she was a floating symbol of American industrial power, naval dominance, and raw firepower. Built at the height of global conflict, USS Iowa represents the absolute pinnacle of the battleship era, a time when steel giants ruled the seas with thunderous guns and unmatched presence. Commissioned on February 22, 1943, USS Iowa was the lead ship of the Iowa-class battleships, the fastest and most powerful battleships ever constructed by the United States Navy. Designed to escort fast aircraft carriers while simultaneously outgunning any enemy surface vessel afloat, Iowa was the ultimate hybrid. Speed, armor, and firepower unified in one unstoppable warship, stretching an immense 887 feet in length and displacing over 57,000 tons fully loaded. USS Iowa was longer than many World War II aircraft carriers. Her massive hull sliced through the ocean at speeds exceeding 33 knots, making her the fastest battleship ever built. This speed allowed her to keep pace with carrier strike groups, a revolutionary capability at a time when most battleships struggled to exceed 27 knots. At the heart of USS Iowa's power were her legendary 9/16-inch 50-caliber Mark VII naval guns, arranged in 3 massive triple turrets. Each shell weighed as much as a compact car, 2,700 pounds, and could be fired over 23 miles, delivering devastation with pinpoint accuracy. When Iowa fired a full broadside, the shockwaves could be felt miles away, and the concussive force alone was enough to damage nearby structures. The battleship bristled with additional firepower. Her secondary battery of 5-inch dual-purpose guns provided defense against aircraft and surface threats, while dozens of anti-aircraft weapons created an almost impenetrable shield of steel and flame. During World War II, this layered defense proved essential as air power increasingly dominated naval warfare. USS Iowa entered World War II during its final and most intense years, serving primarily in the Pacific theater. She escorted aircraft carriers, provided gunfire support during amphibious landings, and acted as a powerful deterrent against the Imperial Japanese Navy. Iowa also played a historic diplomatic role. She carried President Franklin D. Roosevelt across the Atlantic to the Tehran Conference in 1943, highlighting her strategic importance beyond combat. Following World War II, the role of battleships appeared uncertain, but USS Iowa would return again and again. She served with distinction during the Korean War, where her massive guns pummeled enemy positions along the coast, delivering devastating shore bombardment in support of United Nations forces. Her firepower was unmatched, capable of reshaping the battlefield from miles offshore. After Korea, USS Iowa was placed into reserve, seemingly destined for history books. But global tensions never truly faded. In the 1980s, during the height of the Cold War, the United States Navy made a controversial but visionary decision to modernize and reactivate the Iowa-class battleships. USS Iowa returned to service in 1984, transformed into a 20th-century combat platform. Advanced radar systems, electronic warfare suites, and Tomahawk cruise missiles were added, allowing her to strike targets hundreds of miles inland. Harpoon anti-ship missiles gave her modern naval strike capability, while upgraded fire control systems revitalized her legendary guns. This modernization created a warship unlike any other, a battleship from World War II armed with Cold War missile technology. USS Iowa became a bridge between eras, a steel titan operating in the missile age. Tragically, USS Iowa is also remembered for the 1989 turret explosion, one of the darkest moments in modern U.S. Navy history. An explosion in Turret 2 claimed the lives of 47 sailors, a devastating loss that shocked the nation. Investigations later concluded the tragedy was accidental, and the crew's sacrifice remains solemnly honored to this day. Shortly after, USS Iowa was decommissioned for the final time in 1990. Advances in air power, submarines, and missile technology had rendered battleships tactically obsolete. Yet no ship before or since has matched the psychological impact of an Iowa-class battleship appearing on the horizon. Today, USS Iowa lives on as a museum ship in Los Angeles, preserved as a tribute to American sailors, engineers, and industrial might. Visitors can walk her decks, stand beneath her massive gun turrets, and feel the scale of a ship built not for subtlety, but for dominance. USS Iowa was more than steel and guns. She was deterrence made tangible, a declaration of strength, a reminder that there was a time when naval warfare was decided by giants, and the sea trembled when they spoke. Among those giants, USS Iowa stood tallest,